Hello and welcome everybody to this edition of Scott Schilling Speaks. Excited to have a great friend, business partner, and somebody that you're going to know over time, hopefully as well as I know. Man, he's helped start up 18 businesses from ground up. He's a tech expert. He's most proud of being a recovering accountant and a great friend, Lorenzo Hickey. Lorenzo, thanks for joining me here today.
Thanks, Scotty. It's always a pleasure to be here with you. And for all intents and purposes, we are brothers from another mother. We have so much in common. And I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. So today is Tech Talk Tuesday here at Scott Schilling Speaks. So we're going to talk about the one thing that we have in common from the beginning. From the time we met, we had pretty much decided we were going to put some projects together. And isn't that funny how that works out, right? But we want to talk about Elevate JV Global. So why don't you share with our audience what Elevate JV Global is?
Well, thanks, Scott. So, yeah, I mean, it really started when we first met in Las Vegas. We started talking about our desire and our commitment to help others, right? So it's kind of the leverage model where we're helping small businesses grow their business in a way that could really make a difference. And there are several different ways to help people grow their businesses and be seen or be available and be everywhere. And one of the top three is through joint venture global partnerships. And so what I have done back for 35 years is built business relationships and business partnerships with some of the largest companies in the world. Some of them you might have heard of: Oracle, Microsoft, Intel. And in doing so, what I formulated was two major strategies. One is I have a blank sheet of paper. What's in our mutual best interest for the client? In other words, business to business is one piece of it, but it's the ultimate component of that is how do we serve the clients together so that the client wins? And as a result of that, guess what? Business and opportunity flows, right? So one strategy is a blank sheet of paper. And so that's actually how you and I started. We're like, okay, what are we going to do together? I don't know yet, but I know we both want to make a difference. And then the other strategy is actually teaching people and showing people and providing the conduit, right, into making these joint venture relationships happen. So Elevate JV Global is basically a vision of elevating each other and elevating humanity. So our tagline in the Elevate brand is "The power of we elevates me." And at its core is how we work together and collaborate. So that's the first start that I want to share. And so we're going to work together, and the power of we will elevate both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. When we came together back a couple of years ago and just started chatting, and you didn't know me, I didn't know you, I didn't really know what you did, you didn't know really what I did. And I had said that I had been working on a trusted, vetted resource network, or the desire to create one for years and years and years. And you said, well, we can do that. And it's like, well, wait a second, that's awesome, because the thing is that unfortunately far too many entrepreneurs in this day and age, and it's hard to believe, there's almost too much content for them to sort through and find the wheat from the chaff, right? I mean, there's just there's so much stuff out there. And that's why personally, for me, it's always been about the vetted, trusted resource network. There's some very important words in there, right?
Right.
That somebody with the expertise has vetted these tools or whatever they might be, and that they've got trusted relationships to help them really accomplish their goals. As you well know, obviously, I come out of the Ziegler camp, and for me, it's you can have everything in life you want when you help enough other people get what they want. Right. So when we were able to come together and start working on various projects, obviously, and then this is one that literally has been kicked around and
it's been brewing for a while,
brewing for a couple of years, and it's amazing how the time and plan come together when they're supposed to come together.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And so some another set of words that I would use, I loved what you said, trusted sources. But the other thing that we do and have done for years as a recovering accountant, I always look at the accountability of things that we do, but I also look at the concept of best of breed applications and best of breed products and services. The goal is not to lock our clients or our partners or anybody into one particular tool set, but rather create tool sets that scale and that make a difference overall. And so that's kind of our area of expertise, is creating integrated solutions, partner solutions on best of breed, so that our clients and our partners in our world can get the advantages of not knowing, not having to research, right? So it's the time, money factor, the time to market factor that we help bring really together, and in you with your relationships and your partnerships, my relationships, my partnerships, and my desire to know tech all the time. Like I'm a bit of a tech junkie. And so
A
it's
bit.
that, a bit, yeah, a bit. So that's the kind of the thought process, is if we can bring to our community in a joint venture model, right? So it's joint venture communities, it's joint venture directories, it's joint venture marketplace, and it's a joint venture affiliate relationship. So we bring in all four of those categories into Elevate JV Global. And now what we've done is just made it simple for our communities at large, certainly inside of the Be Connected world, where we have grown up and helped grow the community together, right? As one of your early adopter, members.
Exactly.
And Karen, my partner. And what basically did is we built a team of, I think ours is over 500 now, right? Just our own team in Arizona. And what we've done is basically created a trusted network where we need to take it to the next level.
Right.
Right. And the next level is, okay, how do we help you in addition to the great things that are happening inside of Be Connected? There's other things that you need to be aware of. And so that's where Elevate JV Global came to mind. And it was like, you're the only person that makes sense for us to work on and work
Well,
with.
I thank you for that. It's something that's been around for a long time, because I truly believe that everybody needs to live whatever makes their heart go pitter pat. My lovely wife hates when I say that. I don't know why, but it's, you've got to do the things that quite frankly you're gifted at,
Mhm.
and stay in those lanes, and then have those trusted, vetted resources that are amazing in their lanes. I mean, we are very similar in a lot of ways, but we are very different in a lot of
Mhm.
ways, which makes
Right.
for a great partnership in Elevate JV Global, because I, I'm a, I can do my skill set in the things that I do, and you can do the things that you do. I mean, I want to know tech to the level that I can audit the person I'm working with on that tech.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't want to know the tech inside and out. I just got to be straight up honest about that. I
Right.
don't want to know
Absolutely.
everything there is about it. Now, you, on the other hand, want to know everything there is about it. That's awesome. That makes a great combination. I want to
Right.
know enough to be able to
Mhm.
audit the conversation and make sure that it's truly accomplishing the task it's designed to accomplish.
Right.
And it makes sense when you have people who have that desire to serve other people, to help people and accomplish their things. More than likely, they're not gifted in the same things you are, or the same
Mhm.
things I am.
Right.
They might have a totally different gifting. And I see some of our attendees that are already here today are phenomenal at what they do. But I can tell you that there's some things that Randy does, as an example, that he's an absolute expert at, that just aren't really in my wheelhouse. He's got
Mhm.
a different skill set and a different foundational base. Same thing with Heshi, and she's got a different foundational base. So again, as we and there, this goes along with many of our
Mhm.
attendees as well. The fact is, when you stay in your giftings and you do those things, it's amazing the velocity
Mhm.
that can be created, right? So you
Right.
stop wasting time, energy, and money.
Well, you've kind of nailed this in a couple of different ways. So let me unpack this from my perspective. Number one is, in business and in life, you have to learn how to ask for help. And if you understand that asking for help is actually a powerful statement and a
Yeah.
powerful opportunity, then that's what we want to be. So, and as you mentioned, some of the great people are already on the call today. There are people that are in our world that we're also helping and that will also help our others, right, in relationships to us. So Elevate JV Global is a place, a marketplace and a directory and a solution set for all of us to work together to create the best place. So as we all are contributing and asking others for help and others are asking us for help, we're collaborating. And that's the whole point of this, is we're collaborating together. But the simple point is you don't do it on your own anymore. That's not the way this world goes. That's not the way you get time to market. That's not where you be effective and efficient. And the other thing that I really love about what we've done over the last couple of years, as Scott, you and I have talked, is we've crafted yet another sort of a mantra. And I grew up in construction, and the women in my family are all in medical in some flavor. So my construction background says this: we're going to be your business general contractors or partners. And a general contractor brings in subcontractors or partners to do the work, right? So we basically tell our clients, and as we move forward, you do what you do best, stay in your lane, and we'll do the rest, or we'll partner with you, the right people, right? So the simple fact is we're creating a collaborative community on top of inside of an already great collaborative community to go make a difference, right? So go mad. And my friend Barry Shore says that, go mad, go make a difference. So Scott, I couldn't be happier with our relationship and others, Heshi and others that I've been able to meet and work with over the last few years. And we're all going to make a difference for other people in our lanes, but we're also going to do it with a lot of fabulous relationships that will just come together. So that's really the goal. It's a collaboration of collaboration.
Very much so. You know, the co-opetition, you know, the new words that are created really is about collaboration. And there's so much. We were talking about it on an earlier show and that I was doing this morning as a guest. And I said, you know, the one thing that's happened with the pandemic is the way business is being done today is different, period. Now, we can judge it to be better or worse or different or however we want to term it. Really doesn't do us any good to spend the time trying to categorize it, but it is different. There's far more business on the internet. There's far more ability to do things. I read a study yesterday that 60% of people who now can go back to work in an office are going, yeah, no, I don't think I'm doing that anymore. Right? They're realizing that lifestyle and different things are there. Well, it's to a certain extent what tech was created for is to make life and or business easier. And if there's something that we can do through our mutual relationships and the different things to bring those time saving, energy saving, money saving pieces to people and offer them up for consideration. I didn't say you sat there and pounded into them. You basically offer it up for consideration and say, hey, have you ever thought of ... And I think that's what's going to be fun about what we do with Elevate JV Global, because again, it's here's a great tool. We utilize it. Here's the reason we utilize it. By the way, there will be no anything represented inside of Elevate JV Global that we don't personally use and endorse. I don't use it, but you should get it. Yeah, no, that doesn't work very well.
Teach what you know, teach what you do. Exactly.
Well, that's exactly it. And so we're assimilating the tools, technologies, all the different things.
Resources, relationships. I mean, it's all of those things.
Everything that's helping us achieve our desires from our businesses, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, Scott. And so I want to elaborate on what you said, and it's really important. This isn't a sales organization where we're just going to sell, and you got to do this, you got to do that. What we're doing is providing effectively a la carte menu options where we can tell you, and this is the superpower, certainly mine, is how this particular tool set opportunity would plug in to your business. right? So when we talk about resources, and you just think about your business, of those who are listening and future listeners, and you say, what don't I have? What do I need? And that's where we're going to help plug in. It may be, again, it may be a relationship, it may be a piece of software, but it's about the resources you need, not the resources you don't need, right? So I'm going to add one more comment to this. I look at, and always have looked at, technology from a business maturation perspective. In other words, how mature is your business? If you're a mom and pop shop and you're just starting up and all you need is like an Office Excel kind of tool set, then that's what you should start with. However, if you have a need to really extend yourself and extend your reach, then maybe it's digital marketing. Maybe it's a digital business card. Maybe it's social media marketing. Maybe it's social media funnels, right? Maybe it's travel and travel agencies. It's all of these things, Scott, that have the ability for us to help you help your business, and we'll find a way to find the right way to plug in. And that's really the point. It's got to create value for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's I know you've heard me say it many times, but people make presentation and make everything way too hard. It's 4 words, identify problem, provide solution. And this is one of these things that, as we individually went out seeking the tools or the tech or the whatever to help our individual businesses get to a new and better level, we found some things that we could utilize and went, hey, dang, this is okay. I bet you some other people would like to learn about this as well.
Right.
So again, utilizing the tools and the tips and the tech that can help people achieve their dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the exciting side. Let them live their life fully.
Exactly. Give you time back, right? So one of the things I started 10 years ago, save time, make time, and give time back, right? So that's always, time is our number one commodity right now, right? So if I can shorten the time it takes to help people faster, more effectively, then we've served not only you, but we've served your client base. And that's how you and I roll. That's why we connected right out of the beginning. It's like, oh my gosh, we both want to make a difference. All right, we both want to help, but you also both love it in different ways and different avenues. So yeah, it's terrific, and it's just tip of the iceberg.
I think that's the part that's so fun. I mean, I don't know how many calls we had yesterday, but I know that I got off a call and I called you right away. And I said, hey, guess what? A friend just shared something with me that I think would fit into the Elevate JV Global Marketplace. What do you think? And I shared it with you, and you went, yeah, I'm liking that. And so I think that's the fun. Sometimes it's you calling me, with something new and exciting, and sometimes it's me calling you with something new and exciting. But the good news is, ultimately, for many people, it will be things that are new and exciting that can serve them and allow them to go forward in what they're doing.
Well, I'll give you a real-time example. I just hung up. I had a call that actually cut my call short with the co-founders of a company that has basically social media funnel management, and it's conversion of funnel, where you move people from one stage of the funnel to the next stage, all through chat. Okay. Can you imagine somebody saying, I found 500 people in a group. I found 1,000 people in a group. Do you know anything about groups at Be Connected, Scott?
Yeah, a little bit. We might be in one right now, as a matter of fact.
So as a result of that, we have found a way to basically connect with people using chat. So one of the things that I've done for years now is texting, right? Text onboarding and text solutions. But the two fastest ways to get retention and get engagement is through text and chat. Well, guess what? We have text and chat solutions as just part of our ethos that make it available to you if that's a way that somebody does business. And so again, those are just examples of ways that we can make a difference and do it quickly and effectively, because we're interested in the tools that are most effective and efficient.
Yeah, the thing is, we would like to reach more and do more and accomplish more in very similar ways. That's why, quite frankly, I'm so excited about what we're doing with these shows live in the Hive. Is what a great way to be able to not only produce a show for a live audience of however many or whomever chooses to show at that time, but immediately the replay becomes available, and all of a sudden there is this opportunity for people to take this information, share this information, and grow and become resources to others. So resources become resources to others, you know, and it
Exactly.
just kind of continues to downstream. Now, I don't know that we got a whole bunch of time to get into any particular tech today, but what, you know, again, we're going to have Tech Talk Tuesdays here at Scott Schilling Speaks,
Right.
so that we can do this consistently and really look at probably a technology each week,
You bet.
and things like that. But give a little snapshot of, I know you did briefly in your open, but a little snapshot of the different ways that we're looking to be of service to others.
Sure. Well, I think that what's most important is looking at trends in industry. So again, you look at somebody who's kind of has, I'll say blinders on, because you're in your business, you're in your lane, and you don't necessarily always take a step back and look at what's happening out there. Well, in the marketplace, there's two major things that are occurring. One is that there's a big move to online shopping, online e-commerce. So we're going to show and share an e-commerce platform that lets you feel and look like Shopify, but also has affiliate marketing based in that as well. So that if your business is focused on business marketing, affiliate, storefront products and services, that we have a tool set that would let you become very, very robust and very deliver, including the e-commerce piece. We also have, in our sharing, we're showing next week, I'm pretty sure, is we're going to show a product called Amy, which is Amy is artificial intelligence marketing information. Amy is a social media posting platform. Amy launched about 4 years ago in its first version. Then it launched in December, January with a mobile version. Now it's launching with an enterprise desktop version. So you have the best of all worlds, which is how I live. I think of desktop, I think of mobile, and I think of offline. So I say all three channels. And so Amy will give us the opportunity to create graphics and images real time, hundreds, not just a couple here and there, hundreds every month automatically created for you, where the branding is there, the messaging is there, the artificial intelligence is picking the time and place to post, the platforms to post. There's 6 platforms to post, plus RSS feeds or blog feeds. So that's a tool set that we just need to be seen and be everywhere. Why is that important? You're like, hey, so what? Right? Social media posting. Well, 2 things are really important. Back in the day, 15, 20 years ago, you needed a website. Well, check that box. We all have some sort of website, right?
Exactly.
Can't get away from it. You can't get away from
Some
the
have the
masses.
original still.
Yes, exactly. But the new paradigm, the new model is you have to have social media. Why? Because, for example, Google is the #1 search engine in the world, right? What's number 2? It's Facebook, right? So Facebook, they're getting 600,000 posts or searches a day on information.
Wow.
Well, if you're not in Facebook on a business page or in sort of social media, you're not a company, right? So it's just like having a website anymore. You've got to have a presence in social media. So that's #1 piece of it. The other side of it is we're moving into groups. That's LinkedIn groups and other groups. And so the ability to have your information out there in a group that then lets you convert and connect. So it's just, those are just the tip of the iceberg, Scott. There's so many more. There's digital cards, there's text onboarding, there's just, it's endless. And every time we're going to try to give you a snippet into that, but also give you a workshop that follows behind, right? So you can get more detail, because obviously Tech Talk is is quick and it's short, but we need to be able to serve our community across the board.
Yeah, again, I think the biggest thing that we can bring to people is real world, already doing it. Don't suggest things that we don't do ourselves, because quite frankly, that's, trial and error is a wonderful way to learn things, but it's also extremely expensive, and it's usually the error part. And so the reality is, if somebody has gone before you and worked out and maybe gone through a little bit of that trial and error and found the things that work, and that's all then comes into time savings, money savings, effort savings, all the other stuff.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I'd rather have somebody who loves to get hit in the forehead than get hit in the forehead myself. So
Yes, leading edge technology. It's kind of the land of Lorenzo. I love playing in that space. I want to close with this. At least these remarks I want to share. One of the things that I really believe in, Scott, is what I would call experiential learning. And experiential learning is actually having the ability to do it and understand it. But one of the things I share the story in what experiential learning, when it gets into your cells and your DNA, and you're like, I just get this and I feel it, and you can kind of own it. That's kind of how I live and I roll with tech. But just imagine this for those people like, well, what does that mean? Well, imagine sticking your finger in an open fire. That's experiential learning. If you, the only reason you're ever going to do it again is because you have a little bit of, one screw loose in your rocker there. But the reality is you've learned at a cellular level never to do that again, right? Well, what we're trying to do, and I love your point that you made, unpacking it this way, what we're trying to do is give you just enough information to say, we've done it, we've learned, we've kind of worked through all the kinks and the things that we need to do. And we're going to share with you the best way. So it's not just best practice, not the best software and solution, but it's the best way to use this for your business because of our experience and use and examples and know-how. So it's just, this is what I love doing, is serving people with knowledge. Like I got knowledge, I want to share it, right? So that's how I love on people. It's not, I don't sell through any other way but knowledge and information.
well, I think that's, we're going to have a lot of fun with Elevate JV Global, because it really is, we're experiencing so many new things. I mean, on a consistent basis. I'm loving the response to the shows and what's going on, and was talking to a friend earlier today that, quite frankly, God bless her. As long as I've known her, which is probably 7-8 years, she has been the bootstrapper from bootstrappers, working to serve other people, and has never really been able to make it because she hasn't had the tech and the tools and the different things. And she's worked to do the research herself and has only gotten so far with that. And when what from a training side, I always say, give me somebody with want to, we can handle the rest.
Yeah.
If you've got desire, you've got that place in your heart where you want to be of service to people and you want to help their businesses grow, and there's something behind it. If you got the want to, we'll give you the other help necessary. And that's, I think, another part of what's going to be available through Elevate JV Global.
Well, what I really do want to say too, Scott, and I think it speaks to the top of the call when we first chatted, is that you and I care so much about making a difference in people's lives that's what needs to come through first, right? And so in order for us to help our clients and our partners, because really it's more, we're all about partners, right? So JV stands for joint venture, right? It's joint venture partnerships, is helping each other help each other, right? And so we're on the delivery side, right? So our goal is to say, here's the tools and techniques to help you deliver your message, your mission, your values, along with the Be Connected world, where you get connected with people that are also like-minded to help you. And so it's really the combination of the two that's going to make this a very, very powerful sort of ethos, because we all care, we all want to make a difference, and we do it in our lanes. But now it's the combination of resources and the passion and purpose of those people that we're working with and serving, right? And you can't put that in people. So the passion and purpose is why you and I are connected, because our purpose is to serve large scale, large numbers of people. So it's incredibly blessed to be part of your world and your ethos. And I'm so glad that after, a few years of time, we're seeing, things reveal, right? And that's part of the other thing for people is, I'm very spiritual in a lot of ways. And one of the things I know, things happen for a reason. And the big important message to me for Scott and I working together now is that this was the right time. Right, we had worked through and learned and experientially figured out what we needed to do, and now we're bringing our connections and our communities together in a massive way. So Elevate JV Global really is a labor of love and passion and a few years of maturity experience, right, Scott?
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. I think that was extremely well said. I think the fact is you find out the plan and timing works out exactly the way it's supposed to as it unfolds and when it does, and again, I think that we have because of the desire to help people achieve their goals and dreams. What a wonderful foundation with all of that. So we're just about to wrap up here. Go ahead, and how do people get a hold of us, you, me, at Elevate JV Global? How is this all coming together?
Yeah, this is so cool. All right. So the greatest part about this, inside of basically 4 weeks, Scott, we will have built a company, brand, idea, and of course, this good years of experience. And so in the next 4 to 5 days, you'll be able to go to elevatejvglobal.com and basically onboard yourself into our directory, which will then bring you into our world so that we'll set up a call. You'll also be able to set up a call. So the website, Elevate JV Global, is in work in progress. So don't go there yet. Or you feel free to, you'll see work in progress. But, and then we'll have our digital business card. So we'll have elevate.bi / JV Global. So elevate.bi / JV Global. That'll be another way to get connected the next few days. Texting the word JV Global to 64600. So we're going to have all these different ways. We'll show you how to connect with us. But the one I think I want to leave everybody with is that we're going to help you onboard yourself with a simple form and say, go to the website and say, yeah, I want to connect. And by doing that, you'll basically come into our world and our ethos, and then we'll be able to talk to you and share with you how we can help you. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it starts with you.
Yep. Really appreciate you being here today. Look forward to Tech Talk Tuesdays as we share maybe a little tech at a time kind of thing. But thanks for a great foundational show for Elevate JV Global. And, look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow on tomorrow's show. This is a special one because in a special time tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central Time. The reason that that's happening is because my guest will be at 8 o'clock in the morning the next day from Sydney, Australia. So
that's awesome.
This is the 8-figure business builder that is just a phenomenal consultant. He's a phenomenal tactician in building entrepreneurial businesses. You're not going to want to miss it. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us today, Lorenzo.
Yep.
Look forward to probably a few more calls today.
Pleasure as always. Thanks everyone for joining. We'll talk soon.
See y'all.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.